Hello and welcome to Quarantine Vlog Part 2. So we're in week 2 of our quarantine now in Canada. I'm just fresh out of the bath, hence the wet hair, but I am wearing makeup today, and the reason for that is because I am preparing a 3-course meal tonight for me and Mike. We've both said that we'll organise a date night for the other, just literally so that we have a reason to get dressed and a plan and can have a drink and just have a nice evening. It's my turn tonight to be preparing that. I'm not going to start with it just yet. I'm probably going to go downstairs, paint my nails, watch another episode of my show, and then I'll be kicking him out of the living room so that I can prepare it without interruptions, and it can be a bit of a surprise when he comes down. So that should be nice, hopefully. Literally nothing to report here. It's been a really grey, gloomy day, chucking it down. As you can see, the bin men came. It was bin day today. It was our Canadian bin lorry, which is green, a bit smaller than ours. Yeah, crazy times. This is the exciting life that we lead over here. We're fine, still enjoying the Airbnb, still got plenty of series and books and, bits and bobs to be getting on with. I have been slightly concerned because the past 2 times I've put my makeup on since we've been here, I've noticed these black bags under my eyes, I don't know, just looking a bit worse for wear. I am wondering whether it is literally vitamin D deficiency from not seeing the sunlight whatsoever, or daylight. Mike was saying maybe it's a vitamin or mineral or iron deficiency. So I do have some broccoli in my meal I'm making later, so hopefully that might be a step in the right direction. Bit of green leafy veg, But otherwise I'm thinking I should probably make a bit more of an effort to go and use our patio whenever I can, just whenever it's half decent weather, just to try and alleviate that a little bit. Mike's just distracted me by bringing a cup of tea in, so I've lost my thread, but that was very nice of him. But yeah, that is literally about it. You will probably see me during the cooking aspect of it. I'll not be doing anything else towards getting ready until the meal is underway. So in true come down with me fashion, I'll be preparing, and then I'll be coming upstairs to change my clothes and do my hair, and then going downstairs to serve up. So fingers crossed I can get my timings right and they don't give me a 2. Okay, here we go. Cooking time has commenced, which so far just means carrots on to boil. But this pot is so good. It has a fast boil setting. I'm very impressed. It's really cracking on doing the job. But the plan is soup and nice crusty bread for starters, and then somewhere between a Sunday dinner and bangers and mash for main. However, we ordered potatoes twice, big potatoes, and the first time they just didn't come, so we got refunded, and the second time still didn't have any, so we got these instead. And I am now just wondering whether to change it to new potatoes or try and do something with butter and garlic, because trying to peel these with this peeler, I've just used it for the carrots, that's why it looks like that, I just think will be a really thankless, time consuming job. And if they've got butter and gravy, works for me. So that might be what's happening there, because that peeler is not the best. And then these sausages, should I say, I'm really nervous about. I'll show you. So they are these veggie spicy Italian sausages, but I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty disgusting. This was it. That was the first and only option for veggie sausages. I also looked up pies, but pies here are more sweet pies rather than savoury. And the few pies that there were savoury but had really bad reviews. And yeah, so I was a bit out of options. At home we just always have the Richmond meatless ones. But yeah, so essentially it's going to be some form of potatoes. Hopefully those sausages will look a bit more appealing when they are made. And then honey roasted carrots, broccoli, peas, sweet corn and gravy. The gravy is another question mark because it looks like this, which we'll have to see. Time will tell. But then for after, I've been dying to bake something, especially in this massive oven, but obviously I can't really go and buy like loads of flour and, you know, baking powder and corn flour and chocolate chips. So I got these, like a chocolate chip mix in a bag, and I'm excited. Betty Crocker should be good. It actually says it makes something crazy like 36 small cookies. So I think what I'm going to try and do is make, like, not use the whole bag and make 2 big ones, hopefully with some Nutella inside, so like a stuffed cookie. And then I ordered ice cream and no one was prepared for the size of this tub. It is enormous. This is our bucket of ice cream next to my head for that size comparison. Butterscotch Ripple. So yeah, it's going to be basically like hopefully 1 cookie dough and ice cream is the plan. So we'll just see how well that goes. But for now, wish me luck with these potatoes and the sausages and the gravy and everything that could go wrong. Hopefully no matter what, the soup and the dessert will be nice. Here we go. So I'm just about to put the honey on these carrots to roast them. But is this not the cutest honey dispenser you've ever seen? We saw it on Walmart and I was like, oh my god, I want that so much, it's so cute. And then it ended up being the cheapest one. So we've got the little honey bear. I love it. Right, here we go. Garlic butter potatoes and honey carrots in for the next 40 minutes to roast. Hopefully come out lovely and we'll get on with the rest in the meantime. We go with the cookie dough and the white eggs that they have in Canada. They're all like this. So hopefully this goes well. Like I've shown you the majority of my cupboards and fridge and everything now, so I might as well continue. But one massive difference we've noticed in Canada is the tins are enormous. And we thought that even when we had these, because like that's massive. And then we ordered some more tomatoes and we got these and we were like, bloody hell, these are huge. But then we got these, tomato soup, and I was thinking surely that's just like a normal sized tin, just dwarfed by the others. But I was watching one of my YouTubers today, who is also someone from the UK who's moved to Canada, and she was saying the reason these tins are so small is because you're meant to put this tin in a pan and then fill it up again with water and put that in the pan and then you do it. So it's almost like you have to dilute your own soup. So it's really opportune that I saw that literally this morning, or I wouldn't have had a clue and we would have had very concentrated tomato soup. But yeah, look at that. So just while we are on the topic, I always get really worried about chocolate in different countries because nothing measures up to British chocolate. Like, European chocolate is fine and pretty nice, but Australia was absolutely grim. America, absolutely grim chocolate. Sri Lanka and Bali, like Asian places, are like fine, nondescript, and as I say, Britain's always the best. But we've ordered just like normal chocolate bars to have, you know, after food, etc. here, and this is the absolute best chocolate. Like, I love it so much, better than some British chocolate. Cadbury's caramel, I absolutely love it. And we also got some Kit Kat Chunkies, and we've had some Aeros as well, and they're just like normal. If anything, they're maybe a bit sweeter. I think here the sweet food is a bit sweeter and the savoury food is a bit saltier. All seems a little bit worse for you in general, but honestly, these, wow, get them if you ever get the chance. Right, so now here's the part where I'm like, why the bloody hell did I suggest that we should get dressed up as well? We've got about a million things to do. I've only got 2 pans to do them in, and 2 oven trays, and I need many more than that. So I've just been really stressed out trying to do my hair and get changed while not letting on to Mike what's happening and get everything done at the same time. It's not really been working, so I'm just going to have to heat things back up. But the good news is these potatoes are looking delightful and the carrot's looking pretty good, if a little diminished. So now it's time to get them onto one tray, put this, which is literally garlic and butter, together on some bread that's to go with our soup. Dilute this soup as per packet instructions and heat that up. And then I guess I'll just deal with the main when possible. See what those weird looking sausages end up like. We've got the cookie dough mixed, ready to get on a tray when it has its chance. Obviously I have a distinct shortage of trays, but yeah, here we go. Here we go. Soup and homemade garlic bread was a success, so good, 1 course under my belt. Here is what's happening. So we're boiling the veg. The gravy looks really weird. It's really brown, a bit lumpy. It was really thick earlier. God knows how that's going to be. The sausages, still looking pretty weird. This is how it says to cook them. The saving grace is I'm hoping these are going to be delightful, and that can't really go wrong, but these two, cause for concern. I hope these will form a more spherical, cylindrical shape than these weird rectangles that we currently have, but make do. Oh yeah!
Oh doggy! Hello. You're with Mike's Eat Stuff.
Careful, it will be hot.
Another corker.
Get into the middle with the Nutella.
That's good stuff. Join me next week for Mike's Eat Stuff.
So I lasted in my nice outfit for all of 2 courses before getting absolutely boiling and having to take it off and get back into my loungewear. But I think it was a nice meal. Over to Mike in the back of the cab.
Well, it started off as a nice evening, fire roaring, lovely soup, great garlic bread, probably the best garlic bread I've ever tasted, followed by a main course, the likes of which have never been seen before, and I enjoyed every bite of it, and every bite of Amy's, because she couldn't eat half of it. The dessert was the piece de resistance, the cherry on the cake, if you will, because a cherry on a cake does not beat a cake. The cookie was delightful, the ice cream was exquisite, and the Nutella was warm, and it was amazing. I loved it, and I think this is going to be a very hard one to beat. So I'm giving her a 2.
They don't give me a 2. They don't give me a 2. They don't give me a 2. Looking forward to Thursday for Mike's night. Hello, coming to you fresh from the shower again today. That seems to have become my custom. Been feeling a bit more flat today, which is probably perfectly normal. It's day 9, so 5 more quarantine days to go. It has been grey and gloomy and rainy again, so my seasonal affective disorder has kicked in, but managed to do a workout just to try and feel a bit better. Did like a tidy and a vacuum and a clean of everything downstairs, because I do think it makes you feel better to be in like a nice environment. And then I've just had my shower, going to put some deep conditioner on, which always just makes me feel more productive for some inexplicable reason. Got some fresh pyjamas on, and I think I'm going to go do, my grandma got me a colouring book and some felt tips for quarantine for my birthday, which was a really great present. Before she got them, I had been wishing that I'd got myself some, so I'm hoping that'll be nice, and put a wash on as well, and then just chill. I did go outside for about 5 or 10 minutes, even though it was not very nice weather, just try and deal with those eye bags. But it's actually come out a little bit nicer now, so maybe I'll try and pop out again. This is what it's looking like now. Come out a bit nicer at sunset time. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Not filmed anything today because there's been nothing to see, but look at this. Taco Wednesday.
Great angle.
Mike pondering life's great mysteries. We've just come out for our outdoor time so that we don't get scurvy or similar. And my mum has kindly said that if we order 2 bottles of wine, she will pay for them for a late birthday present for me. But it's 11:47 and it's like Uber Eats tries to shame you because it makes you type in what are you craving, at which point we have to type in alcohol, which is quite sobering, isn't it?
No, I need.
But don't worry mum, we're not getting $167 worth of wine. We just put in the basket everything we like the look of and then narrow it down. Hiya, it's Thursday night, which is Mike's date night. So he's just downstairs at the moment finishing our meal and I've just finished getting ready, and to be honest I'm really glad it is only me and Mike here because I feel absolutely ridiculous. I think it's just from going for a while. Well, it's not even been that long since I wore makeup. Like, it was only Monday that we got dressed for my night, and like I wore lipstick on my birthday a few weeks ago. I did a wedding celebration thing at home a few weeks ago and like properly got dolled to the nines. But I don't know if it's because on those occasions I was focusing on other things like preparing a meal, preparing the wedding day, you know, set up at our end. Whereas today I was just literally like put some music on and got ready. So yeah, I just feel like I should belong on like the panto stage. And I think it's also because I'm so pale, like literally like a vampire. 2 winters ago we did a ski season in France and it impacted my tanning ability permanently, I am convinced. Like, I'm so much more prone to burning and I'm so much less likely to tan now. And this is only going to make it worse because it's now 2 full weeks without sunlight, barely. And then straight off to a ski season, so bye melanin, bye any ability to tan ever again. But yeah, it's only me and Mike. We're about to eat shortly, get some wine as well. Continue our discovery of Canadian wines. I'll show you what he makes and yeah, hope we'll have a really lovely time. How nice is this? Thank you. I'm excited for this. Already tucked in before I've filmed it. Chickpea and spinach curry. And Mike is desperately trying to find a fire effect because we had a Canada one on, but it was just a load of moose. So there was just like literally a huge moose eating right there. It was like we'd got a table for 3. Why is it a bonfire? No, it's not. Yeah, that one looks fine. Decisions. This will hurt you in the scoring.
Last but not least.
What have we here?
I don't know, you bought it.
Cookies and cream pie. And just like that, pyjamas are on again. It was a really nice meal, really enjoyed it. As Mike pointed out, he only had a 2 to beat, so not too hard. Although he does get points deducted for not having any water on the table and for there being an enormous moose as the third party at our dinner. But it was really nice, and now I'm gonna wash my face and I'm gonna watch film.
Oh, you're all back, are you? Intruding.
Back in my natural habitat. So it's Saturday afternoon and I've literally just got dressed to try and do an intro for my first video. Dreading that. But a nice distraction, a Walmart shop just came to our door and we literally turned the man away because there's like a main house behind us and a basement flat in there. So we were like, sorry, it must be for one of those. Do you know the name that it's under? And it was in the truck, so he didn't know. And then he must have tried the other doors and got turned away from them. So he went and checked, and then he gave Mike a call, and it was for us. So we think it must have been a surprise order from my mum. So she has got us. Oh, I can't turn you around. I'll turn you around in a second. Literally, what a nice surprise to come to our door. So we've got these crisp things, and then we have got a huge block of cheese, cheddar. And then we've also got some blue cheese, which I won't lie, I'm a little bit apprehensive about. And a wheel of brie. And some Gouda, which I am so excited about. I don't think I've ever had it, and I just know the reference from Cheese the Man. I don't know, ask her, do you like cheese? Why, yes I do. Gouda's my favourite. So I'm really excited for that. And then we've got a Triscuit, tzatziki flavour. I assume that's like a cracker. And the same again, but balsamic vinegar and basil flavour. We've got us a big bag of grapes, massive. Opportune that they're red actually, because we've got some green ones that we're still getting through in the fridge. And another one, cracked pepper and olive oil Triscuit. Nice dip, salsa. So, what a haul. Thanks, Mum. I am assuming that this is cheese and crackers to go with our wine that she's bought us the other day. So she's got us a bottle of Rebellion. And our personal favourite, a rosé. So, I mean, it just keeps happening. Happened on the plane. Happens here. Just opportune that as soon as there's wine involved, we just suddenly get some cheese and crackers. And she also sent the other day from Amazon this like trivia game and this really cute bunny hot water bottle. So honestly, Mum, you're a diamond. Thanks so much. Show you the whole shebang. Wow. I think this is all largely because it was my birthday just before we came, like literally the day before we set off to start travelling. And she got me an M&S blazer, which I couldn't fit in my case, so I ended up going back. And I mean, life hack, if you find yourself in the same situation, send it back, get all this in exchange. Please don't mind our stack of recycling you just saw in that video. It's not us being grim. Well, I mean, I suppose you can make your own decision on that. But we asked our Airbnb host like which bin to put the recycling in, and he was like, while you're quarantining, can you please not put it in to protect the bin men, like in case we have COVID. So we are just keeping hold of it for now, flat packing it as much as possible, but in a few days we'll be able to get rid of it all, so that will be a nice feeling. So I may as well give you a life update now while I'm here, warm up those vocal cords for this intro. But I've not really filmed anything since we had our date night on Thursday, which as I said was really nice. And then we watched Titanic, which was a really sad way to end the evening, and went to bed really late. And then we woke up really late the next day, like 10:30. Our jet lag has gone completely the other way. We're now like losing 5 hours of our day that we used to have when we were jet lagged. I was hungover, of course. I mean, brought that on myself with less than half a bottle of wine and, 10 hours sleep. What else could I hope for? The main annoying thing was that I'd also felt hungover while we were going to sleep. Like I thought I'd already had it, but clearly not. And then we were playing Jackbox with our friends again. The like online party games, video call thing. Starting at 12, so I was dashing around trying to look a little bit presentable for the video call. And then we had like a good few hours playing that, but I didn't drink, partially because of the feeling ropey and partially because the last time we did it, we drank a lot, and like the rest of the day after 6 o'clock was just a complete write-off. So I wanted to like still have some day left when we finished, which worked really well. I did, and we had a nice evening after. And I don't know what it is, but honestly, in quarantine, you expect to just have like time on your hands to kill, and it hasn't felt like we have. Like, I couldn't really tell you something that we've done, you know, like we have binged this series, or we have, like, you know, I've definitely not learnt a language or anything. The time just really ticks by quite quickly. I can't believe we're almost done. So yeah, that is the update. I don't think I've got anything else to say. So it is our last night in quarantine. We're allowed out and about tomorrow, so really excited. Been getting myself ready, got my deep conditioner on as per usual, becoming a bit of a theme. Been lashing the tan on for the past few days cause of suitcase weight. I only brought like a moisturising gradual one, whereas normally I use a hardcore one. Centre I normally use. I'm a bit embarrassed to say, but I mean, been using it since I was 13, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just like doing my nails and stuff. It's going to be so weird tomorrow, putting clothes on, putting shoes on, and walking further than the patio. Probably going to be absolutely knackered after about an hour outside. Become institutionalised. And I have finally finished my video today. Literally, there's been like 3 occasions with editing the first video, this is, where I've been like, oh, I'm going to finish it. It'll be finished today. I'll put it up today. It'll be finished today. And on none of those occasions has it been until today. But it was like the middle of the night in the UK by the time I was done. So I've scheduled it for tomorrow. Not told any of my friends or family yet, which is just classic me. I never tell anyone about anything until it's done. Under promise and over deliver. Under promise in my case being don't tell them all, and then anything's an over delivery. My eyes are drooping, so I am going to try and get off to sleep, and I'll see you in the next video while we'll be out and about in Vancouver. So I hope you've enjoyed the quarantine vlog. Not the most exciting, but what can you do in quarantine? So yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!